Hey party people, my name is Darrel, and today in this video I'm going to help you all understand how to use the Elementor theme builder. Now in case you still don't know what the theme builder is, maybe you're new to Elementor and you're not really sure, the theme builder allows you to build a custom header, a custom footer, a custom page or post on virtually any part of your website without having any restrictions or even overriding the current theme that you're using. So for example, right here, I have this menu right here. Now, if I click on About right here, you're going to see that the header is different. So the reason why the header is different is because I'm using the theme builder to apply a different header to virtually any part of my website. Here I have also my products. Now, right here, you can see that this is just a basic shop page. Now here, when I click on shirt, you'll see that this is a custom product page that's designed specifically for my websites. Now, if I go over here and I select another product, you're gonna see that it looks different because this is the default WordPress product page. So you can actually design a fully designed custom product page, custom category page, etc. Now, I'm gonna cover that in another video and I'll put that in the description below. But in this video, I'm gonna cover the general overview of the theme builder and just explain how to use it. Now, the first thing that you're going to need is the Elementor Pro version. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to my, my affiliate link. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description below, but the theme builder is only available in the Pro version. So if you're using the free version, you cannot use the actual theme builder. So you'd have to go ahead and purchase one of these plans. Personally, I would just go with the Expert because for $199 for 1,000 websites, I mean, that's all you'll ever need. So, I mean, the 99 for 3 websites, not that good. And I wouldn't do that one. That's because that's just only for one website. So, yeah, you'd have to have the Pro version. Now, if you already have the Pro version, cool, because you can go ahead and follow along with me. So the first thing that we'll do is we'll go to our dashboard right here. And we'll go ahead and access the theme builder. So right here under templates, you'll see theme builder. Now, I've already kind of messed around with the theme builder on this website, and I've already kind of designed some stuff just to give you an example. So I did the single product, I did the custom header, but I'm gonna start from scratch just to give you an example. So I'm gonna go ahead and move all these to trash, and I'm gonna start completely from scratch with no help whatsoever. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we'll go to the header option. So the header option is basically controlling the header. So again, that's the menu style. So right here, add a new header, and you can give your header a name. So I'll just do something like main header. Now you might want to title this appropriately. So for example, if you want a specific header for e-commerce pages or product pages, you would probably type in something like e-commerce header page, just to give you an understanding and a reminder of where the header is being applied to. So right here, I'll do create templates. Now the thing I like most about Elementor's theme builder, and it's actually, I think that Divi's is a little bit more intuitive, but I think this is more convenient because look at this. We're given a huge amount of templates. It's simple to use. We would just pick it and edit it, and then that's it, you know? So right here, we can go ahead and take a look at some of these, or you can build out your own. Personally, I would just use these, and then you can kind of edit it and adjust it how you want. So for example, right here, I'll go ahead and insert this one right here. So this right now would be my current header. Now again, you can fully design this any which way you want. You can style it. So for example, right here under style, you can change the color, you can change the font, you can change anything that you want. You can add different widgets to it. So maybe for example, you want to add another image like let's see right here. Let's see what we can do here. So this is the actual menu. We can go ahead and see if I can just put like a button over here or something like that. A button, there we go. Something like that. And then here I can edit it, I can make it smaller, and then this would be applied to wherever I want it, or it can be applied to my entire website. So you can go ahead and design it from scratch, or you can go ahead and like, you know, mess around with it. Now, the great part is that all of these links right here will automatically be converted from your previous menu. So when you have your menu and you create this will automatically adjust to your old menu. So let me just go ahead and run you through it. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this really quick. I'm just giving you an example. So you can kind of go ahead and go to these modules and build out your own custom header, or you can just modify the existing one. So now that I have this right here, what I wanna do is I wanna click on publish. All right, so now we have conditions. So where do you want this header displayed? So right here, we have to add a condition. So I can say, look, I want this applied on the entire website. So I want to replace my current header, right? Or we can do something like singular, where now I want to go ahead and put this menu on only specific areas. So right here, I can say, I want this menu only on, I'll select pages, and I want to do something like my About Us page. So I only want this menu, or this header, only on my About Us page. I want to keep all my default header because I like it, right? So that's up to you, if you want to go ahead and do that. Also, what you can do is you can say, I want to put this on the entire website as well. So right here, entire website. However, let's say, for instance, you want to keep your default menu on just like 1 or 2 pages. So right here, I'm going to say exclude. And I'm going to say, look, I want to keep this header on the entire website. However, I want the default menu to be showed on the About Us page. So let's go ahead and run through this and see what happens here. So I'm going to go to save and close, and it's now published. So what I'll do here is I'll go ahead and exit to the dashboard, and I'll go to visit sites. All right, cool. So now you can see that my menu is being applied. And if I go to my Count Us page, you're going to see that the menu is all applied there. Now, if I click on the About Us page right here, you're going to see that the old menu is still there. So what I'm doing is I'm just giving it conditions. So I'm saying put it on the entire website, just not on the About Us page. So you can see here now that we have full control over our header, etc. So there it is. It's displayed everywhere, etc. Now, again, you can always change this by just going back to your theme builder. So these options aren't permanent. You can always go back and change it. So right here, we can go back to templates and theme builder. And then right here, we can click on edit. So at any time, you can edit this stuff. You don't have to, it's not like the Shark Tank deal where it's like you have to make the decision and that's it. You can always go back and modify the conditions. So over here, what we'll do here is I'll go ahead and just change right here their save options and then display conditions. So that's how you go back to the conditions. Now right here, I can just say, look, I want to go ahead and just put this on only the About Us page. I only want this on the About Us page. So I'm going to go do that. So right here, and then About Us. All right, and then right here, save and close, and then now this is only going to be displayed on the About Us page. So that's basically a quick rundown of how to change your header. All right, and again, you can go ahead and test this at any time you want. Right here, view the page, or here I'll go to home, and then the About Us page, which should be applied. There we go. All right, cool. Congratulations. So now you can kind of understand how to build out a custom header. Now let's go ahead and go to the next one. So right here, theme builder. And let's go ahead and do the footer. So let's go ahead and do the footer right here. So footer, add new. And then right here, I'll do main footer. Now, I like to actually do something a little different with the footers. I like to actually add call to actions on the bottom, but I'll give you an example really quick. So this right here would be a custom footer right here. So I'll just go ahead and just grab a template right here. We will do something like, what's a good one here? Something like this right here. Yeah, that one's good. All right, so this right here is my custom footer. Now, again, what I can do here is just go ahead and just click on publish, and then we can add the conditions. So where do I want this footer to be applied? Well, generally, I think a good idea is to put the footer on the entire website. However, maybe not on if you're running an e-commerce website, maybe not on your checkout page or your cart page, because those pages are meant for conversion. So you just want to just like, get out of here. Go buy the stuff and get out of here, right? But just for tutorial purposes, I'll put this on the entire website. And there you go. Now let's go ahead and take a look. So right here, I'll go to exit to the dashboard. And right here, I'll go to visit sites. And we'll scroll down to the bottom. And there you go. So now we have our footer right there. Weekly news ladder. Huh? Okay. Well, that's a new one, And you can go to any page here. So we can even go to the About Us page. We can go to the contact page, and it's going to be displayed on every single page right there. So there you go. So let's go back over here. Now, again, you can actually do the same thing where you can have it on certain conditions, just like we did it with the header. So the same way you did it with the header is the same way you do it with the footer. So if you want to display it on certain pages, you can go ahead and do that. So we did the footer, we did the header, and we did the footer. So now you can understand how to kind of put it wherever you want. Next, we have single. So right here we have single. And what I'll do is I'll do a post. Now, let's say, for instance, you are blogging, right? And when you're blogging, you want to create a template. You want to create one style template because most blogs today use a one style template for all of their blog posts. So right here, I'll just do main blog posts, and I'll create a template. Alrighty, it's loading. Get my vanilla sweet cream cold brew. Let me know what kind of coffee you guys drink from Starbucks in the comments below. I'm a vanilla sweet cream cold brew guy. You know, I don't like the sweet stuff too much. But anyway, so right here you just go ahead and select a basic template. So I find that, you know, selecting the template, guys, it's more convenient, it's easier, and yeah, you can make it from scratch. But for tutorial purposes, I'm just gonna grab these because I don't want to do it all from scratch, guys. I don't, you know, because it's gonna take a lot of work and a lot of time. So right here, I'll just insert this, and you're gonna be given this template. Now, let me go ahead and go back over here. So right here, we have some different options. So right here, we actually have the edit the post title. So whenever you make a title for your blog post, this is where it's going to dynamically appear. Right here, we have post excerpt, and then this right here is the post content. So whenever you make a post, the content will be displayed right here. So that's just giving you an example of where your content's going to be displayed at. And then right here would be the author box. So when you have different authors, this is where the author is going to be displayed. Now, again, you can always go ahead and mess around with the actual widget. So let's say, for instance, right here, you want the post content somewhere else. I can go ahead and delete this and saying, I want the post content to be displayed under this right here, you know, under it. Maybe you want to have that approach. So now whenever I post content, it's going to be displayed right here. So you can kind of control where you want the stuff to dynamically update. Now, the best way to kind of give you an understanding of how this works is just to publish this and create a new post. So right here, I'll go ahead and publish it. Now right here, it's saying include all posts. And then again, or you can do something like certain categories. You can do certain tags. So what you can do here as a strategy is you can have maybe 3 or 4 different type of blog posts and have them for specific categories. So maybe you have 3 categories, one for money, one for boys, one for girls. And you can have a different style for each one. Maybe for the girls, you can have a pink style. For the boys, you can have like a dark blue, black style. And for the money, you can have a green style where you would, you know, put the background as green or design it however you want it to look. But right here, I'll just say all posts. But I'm just giving you an example. So again, posts, you can do it by categories, tags, even by the author. So that means, again, just to make sure you understand, is whenever a certain author creates a post, this style of blog post will be displayed. So if you have 3 authors, you can appoint different blog post templates to different authors. Hope you understand that. I hope I was clear there. So, but I'll just do all posts and then just go to save and close. All right. And then the best way to understand this is to go ahead and just simply make a blog post. So right here I have all posts, and I'll just do add new. And I'll just go ahead and just make a basic blog post really fast. I'll just grab some demo content. Maybe I'll grab some from Elementor here. Here we go. I'll just grab some demo content. And then right here, I'll do something like add always a good title here. We'll do 10 things. Here, I love these titles, you know. 10 things guys hate about girls. These stupid titles always get like the most hits because it's so controversial. Because as a guy, you're like, I have to read that. And as a girl, the girl's like, what do they hate? I have to read this too, you know. But I'll just go ahead and post the content right there. And under the document right here, under featured image, I'll just go ahead and grab just a basic featured image here. I'll go ahead and put this girl right here, swimming pool. And then I think we're all ready to go. And here I'll click on publish and publish. All right, so now let's go ahead and view the post here. So view the post. And then here we have the featured image. We have the author, which is the admin. You can see here the post dynamically updated. So 10 things guys hate about girls. And now the actual content is displayed below the search icons, remember? And then here we can go ahead and talk about stuff, and then there you go. So, and then there's our footer, etc. So you can see here how everything's dynamically updating. So you can actually have a blog post for virtually any sort of author, category, etc. So that's how the theme builder comes into play there. So let's go back. So I've shown you how to do the header, the footer, and we did post. Now you can also do that for pages as well, but I don't know if I would do it for pages. Maybe there's a reason for it. But I actually told you guys I like to do something with footers. And let me just go back here. So for the main footer right here, I'll just give you an example of what I like to do on my website, because I use this actually on my website. I like to put call to actions on the bottom because I find that call to actions are usually already they're always included on it. So what I'll do here is go to blocks, and then right here I'll do CTA or call to action. And then something like, just something like this right here. Like, yeah, this one right here. And then I'll drag this and I'll put it above this, and there you go. Now, of course, I'd probably want to change this. I'm just giving you an example. I like call to actions below my footers or above my footers, because you can put something like here, like, ready to get started. And then, you could do like purchase now or something. So this right now is your footer. So this was always going to be displayed above this. So let's go ahead now and go back to that really quickly before we move on to the next section, just because I talked about it. So here I'll go to home. And now if I scroll down on the bottom, you're going to see ready to get started. And then this is technically your footer. So this is going to be displayed on every single page. So I do like this style. I like the ready to get started, because usually above your footers you're going to have the CTA anyways. So that's just my opinion, my preference. It's up to you guys, but that's what I like. So here, let's go back to templates and go to theme builder. So I've shown you guys how to use the header, the footer, the single, and now also right here we have the archive. Okay, so the archive is for something like categories or tags or something like that. So what I'll do here is I'll go to add a new archive, and then right here I'll just do create a template. Generally, archives are for anything with like a custom post type, essentially a custom post type. So here, for example, they're using blog as an example. Now you can also use it for 404 errors or search results. So let's say, for instance, you have like an archive for a blog. You can go ahead and say, if I have certain categories, I want this page to be displayed for any sort of archive page, because the default ones with WordPress are really, really ugly. So here you can see that since I have an uncategorized post, that anything that's like uncategorized or anything that's an archive will be displayed on this page right here. So right here, I'll click on publish. And then right here, you can do add a condition, and I'm just going to do all archives. But then again, you can do certain archives, date archives, and then you can go on and kind of design it. But just for tutorial purposes, I'm just going to do all archives. And I'll also do one more, which is the 404. So this right here is my archive page. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. So, for those of you who are using, blog posts or something like that, you're going to have archive pages, and that would be a way on how to design your archive page. Let me go ahead and do one more really quickly. This one is for the 404 error. Now, 404 errors are pretty important. So, for example, whenever someone reaches a dead link on your website, usually by default, I'll go ahead and just do this right here. I'll just go ahead and show you. So I'll just do something like this. You're going to get something like that, or you're going to get your website to say something that doesn't look good. So 404 not found, or something like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to create a custom 404 error. So whenever someone reaches a dead link or something like that, it's going to go to this page instead. So right here, theme builder, we're going to go to, I believe it's under single, or I think it's under single. Yeah, single. And then we're going to do the, we'll go ahead and go to add a new. And then right here, we have 404 page. And then create templates. Alrighty. Awesome. We have some beautiful templates that's designed from Elementor. So what I'll do here is I'll just grab this, and then I'll just say, yes, I want to go ahead and override, etc. So this again is controlling the 404. So again, anytime someone comes to a bad page, this is going to be displayed for them automatically, which is really cool. So right here, I'll go ahead and go to publish. And then right here, we have 404 page. And that's it. Save and close. And now let's go ahead and take a look here. So I'll just go ahead and go back to home. Okay, so what I'll do here is I'll just select a page, and this is page ID, and I'll just enter a wrong page ID, the one that doesn't exist. And you can see here 404. So I don't have a page 18 ID. So users will go out to this page right here. So you can see here now that the 404 is working. So in a nutshell, that's basically the theme builder. So it's very convenient. It gives you a lot more control over your website. You can have a custom header, a custom footer. You can have a 404 page. You can have a different archive page. I mean, there's so much you can do with the theme builder, but it's available only for Elementor Pro. So it's very, I mean, when the theme builder first came out, it was just like mind blowing. It was super intuitive, and I love the fact that they have all these templates to make it really, really easy for you. So in a nutshell, that is the theme builder. Now, I'm going to be having a second video on the single product and also the product archive. It's virtually the same thing, guys. I'm just making a second video for it because people might be actively looking for how to make a custom product page or custom shop page with Elementor. But you can kind of mess around with this and kind of see how it works out for you. It's very similar to the other styles. So hopefully this video was helpful. The theme builder is a great pick, or I'm sorry, Elementor is a great pick because it has a theme builder. And if you guys have any questions for me, if there's something that I wasn't really covering that you're not really sure, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get back to you guys. My name is Darrel Wilson, and I will see all of you party people in the next video, guys. Take care.